So now we're back. The paintings had about a week to dry. The grass down here in the foreground's dry. All these trees, stuff here in the background's dry. So today we're going to be working on Lost in the Fog. For those of you who don't know, he was a Northern California based horse. He was trained by Greg Gilchrist, owned by Harry Allio. He won his first 10 races. He was, I think, the second race that he ever ran. He set a track record over in Phoenix at Turf Paradise. It was a small stake. He won in New York. He won in Florida a couple times. And the first time he ever got beat was in the Breeders' Cup Sprint. Ended up, a couple of months later, they found out that he had cancer of the spleen, and he lived about another 3 or 4 months after that, and then they had to euthanize him because he was, he just couldn't recuperate or get over it. So I'll be working on him today. I'm going to start at his head, come down the left side of him and over to the right. I'll be showing stages as I did with the background, so I hope you enjoy it.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue.
So as you can see, I just finished Lost in the Fog. Turned out pretty well. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks. So I decided to go ahead and go to the other side of the canvas now and work on Zenyatta. I'm going to go this side, that side, this side, that side, then finish with Secretariat in the middle. So for those of you who don't know who Zenyatta is, she was just an incredible racehorse. She won 19 out of 20 starts. She won her first 19 races. The last race she ever ran in, she got beat. That was the Breeders' Cup Classic in 2010 against Colts. She was a mare. She won the Breeders' Cup Classic in 2009, and she was just an incredible mare. She stood over 17 hands high. She dropped way back in the race and just would come flying the last part. So I will talk to you after this is over.
The bright blessed day, the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky.
So we just finished Zenyatta. Now we're going to go back across the canvas over to Barbaro. I'm going to get started on him today, and hopefully I'll have him done by sometime tomorrow. Thanks.
Saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry. I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I never knew. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful.
So I just finished Barbaro. For those of you who don't know him, he won the 2006 Kentucky Derby. At that time, he was undefeated. In fact, they actually thought that he would probably win the Triple Crown. He had won the Derby so easily. But he went into the Preakness as the heavy favorite. 16th of a mile out of the starting gate, he fractured his right hind pastern all the way up in through these bones here. They thought that they could save him, and actually did keep him alive for about 6 or 7 months after that, and he ended up foundering in his other hind leg because he could never ever get the weight off the leg, and so they had to finally end up euthanizing him. Tomorrow I'm going to start on Seabiscuit over here, and so I will see you then. So today we're going to be working on Seabiscuit. We're going to start on his head, go to the right and down and across. If you don't remember who he is, or if you don't never heard of who he is, he was a horse racing legend back in the 1930s, 1940s. He ended up winning the Santa Anita Handicap. I think it was the last race he ever ran in, a $100,000 race. They made a movie about him several years ago, starring Jeff Bridges, Tobey Maguire, and it was the best horse racing movie ever made. If you haven't seen it, go get it and watch it. And when I'm done, I will talk to you then. Thanks. So tomorrow we're going to be working on Secretariat. For those of you who don't know him, he won the 1973 Kentucky Derby, Preakness, and the Belmont. So he actually won the Triple Crown. His Belmont race was just phenomenal. He won it by 31 lengths. He ran a mile and a half in 2 minutes and 24 seconds, which is kind of unheard of. That record still stands. It was a world record on the dirt. It still stands. Not only did he win Horse of the Year in 1973, but he also won it in 1972 as a 2-year-old. People called him Big Red. There was a movie made about him last year. It's a good movie also. Not as good as Seabiscuit, but it was a good movie. So today I'm going to start up here on his ears, come down through his face. Actually, this whole painting kind of revolves around him being in the middle and all that. He'll definitely be the flashiest of the 5. Definitely the best looking of the 5, and I will get back to you after I'm done. Thanks. Secretariat yesterday, and now you can see that the painting is probably about 98% done, 95% done. I still have to go back in and fix a few things with the trees, you know, some of these air holes, things like that. Maybe add a couple extra ones. I might diddle around with the water back here. I'm not really sure. I'm going to experiment, see how that looks. If I don't like it, I'll wipe it back off. I should be done within a few days of this, of today. And hoping you're enjoying it, and I will get back to you quickly. watch me put the signature down here on the lower right hand corner. Most of the time when I do that, it means the painting is done, and in this case that's what it means also. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch the videos. Once again, Marilyn, thank you for commissioning me to do this piece. It was just a thrill to do it. It's been a thrill to work with you, and I hope you all enjoyed watching this as much as I love doing it. Thanks again.